First of all, I want to say that domestic violence is disgusting, it's embarrassing, it's deplorable, and it's pathetic. Zach Smith is a punk. You don't hit women, and at his age, you shouldn't be hitting anybody. They're called words, Zach. I know you Ohio State people don't know many of those, but try to use the ones you do know to resolve conflicts amicably. My thoughts are with Courtney Smith. He may have hurt you both physically and emotionally, but what you have in store for you can be something magnificent. And while we never truly forget our past, time really does heal all wounds. You're going to be great, and I'm sorry you went through this. With that said, you came here for the Urban story, so I'm going to give it to you. At the time I wrote this, Urban Meyer was put on administrative leave, but make no mistake about it, he gone. And I want to applaud the numerous Ohio State comments and videos I've seen that said should that be the case, they'd agree with that decision. Particularly Paul Jameson's, particularly, that's a hard word to say, particularly Paul Jameson's, which you can find here. And I know I made a dig earlier about Ohio State people not knowing many words, but that's really just sports banner. Also, apparently I don't know how to say particularly, so I can't really say much. Sports are not everything, people. This coming from a guy who has a sports YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing. The reality is that I respect Ohio State. They win there, and like it or not, I have to give that due credit. With that said, if the roles were reversed and Harbaugh knew about one of his coaches laying his hands on his wife and he didn't step in and he didn't say anything, I'd want him gone too. So kudos to the Buckeye fans who are sensible enough to agree with that. As a brother who has two sisters who have gone through domestic violence issues in the past, and as a victim of domestic violence himself, that's right, it's not just male on female, it can be female on male. I just think this is a much more serious situation than some ignorant people are viewing it as. And I know, innocent until proven guilty, right? Fair enough, but riddle me this. When was the last time bad news like this broke on a college coach, and said college coach did not wind up being guilty? I may eat my words, I may put my foot in my mouth, maybe, just maybe, I'm wrong about all of this. Perhaps Urban Meyer will come out of this with clean hands. But I doubt it, and I'm good with going on record saying that. If all this is true, I'm glad Urban will be gone. I'm sure Ohio State will be good over time without him, but they'll never be as great as he made them. As much as I hate to admit it, in my mind, Urban Meyer is the best X's and O's coach in the game today. Sorry, Bama fans. Football aside though, I'm glad Urban will be gone because I'm sick of college coaches letting down the community who builds them up. Urban let Courtney down, he let women down, he let the players down, he let the coaches down, he let the program down, he let the fan base down, he let all of them down, and for that he deserves everything that's coming to him. The only bad news about his inevitable departure is that I won't get to see the look on his face when Jimmy starts to make the tides turn and whoops his